The most famous move behind the cage is known as the inside roll. Notice that Gordon rolls high above the cage. He plants his inside foot and rolls back toward the goalie. Gordon is able to roll because the defenseman tries to take away the front side of the cage. Notice, as Gordon pivots, he does not change hands. Notice what happens if Gordon rolls too close to the crease. Many younger players commit this mistake. They are so excited to gain a step that they roll on the goal line extended. As seen here, the results can be disastrous. One of the ways Gordon sets up this dodge is by accelerating, slowing down, and letting his defenseman overrun him. Sometimes using your head is more important than your speed. It is often a good technique to slow up on the pipe in order to allow the defenseman to overrun you.
As lacrosse heads for the 21st century, it will demand that all offensive players be dangerous behind the goal.
Every now and then you get a defenseman who plays your back hip perfectly. The inside roll is taken away. Pivot away and shoot. The key to successful dodging behind the cage is the ability to read your defenseman. If your defenseman is too high, you inside roll, as Gordon just did. Notice that the defenseman is practically pulling Gordon into a roll. Take what is there. If your defenseman plays on your back hip, roll away from the cage and shoot. You can see that dodging behind demands that you take what is given you. Here, Gordon rolls away instead of into his defenseman.
Remember, this takes plenty of practice. You've always got to read your defender. If your defender plays your top side, you've got to inside roll. If your defender plays your back hip, you've got to pivot on your front foot and take your jump shot. Another major aspect of inverting involves changing direction behind the goal. Here in America, defenders are so good that you'd better learn the correct technique of changing direction.
Gordon patterned his change of direction after one made popular by an Adelphi All-American, Ed Hughes. Watch closely as Gordon demonstrates the fine points of changing direction behind the cage.
What's different about this change is that you switch hands after you change direction. Think of your change as half a roll dodge. Not only did you change direction, but you actually get closer to the goal. Watch how it's done. A mistake many players make is that when they change direction, they stop and they leave their stick hang in front of their body. Watch how that's done. As with most of the techniques on this tape, you really have to work at improving your skills. You follow the techniques on this tape and you'll be able to master it.
What I'm recommending is that as a midfielder, I had to become familiar with playing behind the goal as well as in front of it. If you get to invert a short stick behind the cage, your chances of scoring are greatly improved.
This was a lucky shot.
My experience with Australian club lacrosse has really taught me the value of moving without the ball.
The secret of moving without the ball is a simple one. Your defender cannot watch you and the ball at the same time. Watch as Gordon exploits the magic moment when his defender takes his eyes off of him.